started because I don't want to overrun, because I know there's some sessions that are starting at 30:30, so I want to kind of get going. So thanks for coming along to the apprenticeship talk. My name is Sarah. I am the student recruitment consultant here at the college within the apprenticeships team. So we're going to go through some general information about apprenticeships, and then I'm going to talk to you about how you can apply and different courses that we offer. So let's get started with some general info. So we're going to go through, kind of talk about what an apprenticeship is, the benefits of an apprenticeship, the different types of apprenticeships we offer at the college, how do the apprenticeships work, and how you can apply. So what are the benefits of an apprenticeship? So a lot of people do an apprenticeship because you dive straight into the workplace. So you get qualified whilst you're also working in the position. So this is beneficial for a lot of people, because people that do a full-time course, they come away with their qualification, but they don't have any direct work-based skills experience, which a lot of employers look for. So they can say, oh, look, I can see you've done business admin course, but do you have any direct work experience in that sector? So you're kind of getting best of both worlds. You're getting a qualification and you're getting work experience. You get paid whilst you're studying towards your qualification. So you would be a paid employee of a company. You'd be paid a minimum of £4.50 an hour, but that will go up in the next financial year. And also, I would say 90% plus of our employers do pay more than the £4.50 an hour, and some of them are really well paid, and it is negotiable with your employer. So if you feel like the pay that they've stated on the job adverts is slightly low, that is negotiable with your employer. So you gain specific skills in the workplace that you wouldn't necessarily get on a full-time course. So say you were doing business admin again, for example. Say you were doing business admin for accountancy firm, you would kind of develop skills and experience within that setting as well. So it can be, you would learn specific job-based skills as well as your qualification. You'll work alongside experienced staff, so you would have kind of a mentor on your apprenticeship in the workplace, and you would develop skills, and they would help train you alongside your assessor. You receive your qualification, like I said before, you get your paid holidays and all the other kind of working rights as any other employee, and then you can progress on to university or higher level qualifications. So the apprenticeship courses that we offer here at the college, they start at level 2. We offer, which is a GCSE equivalent to a GCSE level. We offer level 3 apprenticeship courses, which is equivalent to A levels, and we also offer degree level apprenticeships as well, so level 4 and above. Depending on which course it is. Some of them we don't quite go up to degree level, but some courses we do. So I'm going to skip the course list a minute and come back to that, because I'm going to talk a bit more about how the apprenticeship courses work. So some of our apprenticeship courses are day release courses. So you'd come to college 1 day a week, that would be the same day each week, and then you'd be based on the job the other 4 days of the week. Some of our apprenticeship courses are entirely work-based, so you'd be based on the job full-time. One of our assessors would come to visit you every 6 to 8 weeks or so to support you, and you'd have a learning mentor, like a mentor in the workplace as well, that would support you, and then you would develop a skills portfolio on the job, and then you would submit your coursework electronically. The day release courses, you'd attend a class at the college 1 day a week, and then you'd be based on the job. You'd also have an assessor that would visit you on the job as well, and then you'd have a lecturer in the college for the day release element as well. Like I said before, you do complete a work-based skills portfolio. So each week you'd have to put time aside to develop those skills on the job and develop that skills portfolio as part of evidence of your apprenticeship qualification. You'd also have coursework that you'd submit. You'd be set up on a portal called OneFile, where you would submit all of your coursework. And you'd also have an endpoint assessment at the end of your apprenticeship, just to make sure that you've developed all the skills needed to pass the course. If you don't already hold your Maths and English GCSE at grade 4 or above, C or above, you'd also be asked to enrol in the Maths and English Functional Skills Level 2 qualification alongside your apprenticeship. Some of the apprenticeship courses do require you to already hold a GCSE grade 4 or above in order to even start on the course. That is an entry criteria for some of them. Some of our other courses are more flexible. Will accept you off the back of passing the apprenticeship assessments, but if you don't have that grade 4, you will be asked to enrol on the functional skills alongside your qualification. And again, depending on which level course you're doing or which course you're doing, the duration of the apprenticeship will vary, but you will be informed of the duration when you're applying. So how do you apply for an apprenticeship? So you can apply for the apprenticeship course directly through the Wiltshire College website. You fill out the online application form and that would come through to our team. In order to start on the course, you do need to secure an employer. So to apply for apprenticeship vacancies is a slightly different process. So our team, so myself, we advertise on behalf of employers that want to recruit an apprentice, and we put all of those vacancies onto the National Apprenticeship Service website. So this is one way that you can secure an employer. So we'll go through that in a minute, but we ask all the learners looking for an employer to create an account with the National Apprenticeship Service website. They pop in which sector they're interested in, where they live, and they can get email alerts anytime a new vacancy comes forward. And like I said, I manage all the ones that Wiltshire College have advertised on behalf of companies. So then I would receive the application, but we'll go through that in a minute. So here we are. So we have a page on our website which links up to the National Apprenticeship Service website. I know there has been a glitch the last couple of days, so I do apologise, but we'll go through how you can access them directly through the National Apprenticeship Service website. And like I said, that is a national website, so it won't just be vacancies posted by us, it'll be vacancies posted by other training providers. Employers pop adverts up there directly, but all of ours do go on there. You can also try and secure your own employer. So a lot of learners come to us already saying, oh, I want to start the plumbing apprenticeship and I'm starting with, I don't know, a family friend has said he's happy to take me on as his apprentice, in which case we would ask them to complete the online application form, pop the details of the employer on the application form, and then we would contact the employer to do the sign-up paperwork with them. And then we would contact the learner to complete the online apprenticeship assessments, and then we can get them all enrolled. So like I said, you can complete the online application form online, but we would advise you doing that once you've secured an employer. If you apply for the vacancies on the National Apprenticeship Service website and you're successful, I would be notified of that and I would send you the link for the online application form and we would do it that way. But if you secure your own employer, go ahead and complete the online application form for the course, put those details in there, and then we would get it all signed up that way. You can apply for the course without an employer in place, and then I would send you a kind of support, information, advice and guidance email with how you can try and find an employer for your apprenticeship. And also I'd ask for you to send your CV over, which we can then send to prospective employers. But we also ask all learners looking to do an apprenticeship to be proactive in looking for apprenticeship opportunities as well. So getting their CV and cover letter up together, contacting local employers, speaking to family members or family friends that might work within a sector you're interested in. If you do manage to contact an employer that says, you know, we might be able to take you on as an apprentice, but we don't know much about it, we would say just refer them to our team and we can give them all the information. So our information is up on that slide here. So the apprenticeship inbox info is there if you want to jot it down. Again, this is being recorded and it is on our website and our number. So yeah, if you wanted to refer an employer over to us, we'd be more than happy to answer any questions and then say, let's go ahead and do the sign up. So I'm just going to take you back up to the top of the slides again, just to go through the courses that we offer at the college. So the land-based apprenticeship courses that we offer, most of these are day release programs at our Lackham campus. So they're 1 day a week at the Lackham campus, 4 days a week on the job. I believe a lot of these are September, October starts. I think horticulture does have a January intake, but yeah, like I said, these are day release courses. We also have a range of business and IT apprenticeships, which are kind of applicable to a lot of different businesses. So, for example, you could do customer service or business administration for a wide variety of different companies. So, for example, you could do business administration at a let's think, an accountancy firm, or even for a care home. So those sort of courses can be applicable to lots of different businesses. But if you're interested in business admin, like I said, if you want to get the business admin qualification, you can do that in a number of different settings. A lot of these courses are roll on, roll off. So you can apply for these courses anytime throughout the year, and we advertise for those vacancies all throughout the year. Construction and trades. So most of these courses are offered at all of our campuses. Most of these are I would say actually, if not all of them, are day release courses. So this would be 1 day a week at the college, 4 days a week on the job. And most of these, again, are September start only. So we would ask you to start applying for these in the spring onwards. And that's when we start advertising the vacancies. Well, I would say most of them we start popping on from June onwards. Arts and design. So we did have a design framework, but unfortunately that's been discontinued. But we do have the junior content producer, which is one of our new courses, and that is a roll and roll off course, and that has elements of design and kind of web development. The engineering apprenticeship courses, most of these are delivered from our Chippenham and Salisbury campus. Again, most of these are September start, and they are day release courses. So it'll be 1 day a week. Some of them can be bespoke, which can be more than 1 day a week at the college, and the rest of the time on the job. We start recruiting for big engineering companies from April onwards, sometimes even March, because they like to start their interview and recruitment process early to get it all sorted for September. So you might be invited in for an interview in, say, May or June, and maybe like an assessment process, and then you'd be offered the position for you to start once you finish your GCSEs, or if you finish your GCSEs, you can start with the company, but then you start your day release in September. Hair and beauty apprenticeships. So at the moment we're just offering the hairdressing apprenticeship, which is day release at Trowbridge, Chippenham and Salisbury. Health and social and childcare apprenticeships. So these are primarily work-based. So you would be based on the job full time and have that assessor that would come out to visit and support you, and then you'd have that online coursework portal is where you'll submit your coursework. You'd only have to come into college if you had a workshop, or if you had to do your maths and English, for example. Hospitality and catering. So the chefing apprenticeships are day release at the college, Salisbury and Trowbridge, but the hospitality courses are work-based, so that you can start on those any time of the year. But like I said, the catering ones are I believe a January and September start. Motor vehicle apprenticeships. So we have a number of different motor vehicle apprenticeship courses. These are January and September starts, and they are also day release. So 1 day a week at the college, 4 days a week on the job. Health and science. So the healthcare support worker course, that one's kind of like a healthcare assistant within a clinical setting. That's work-based. But the lab tech and the science manufacturing, they are day release at the college. So if you had a look on our website for an apprenticeship course, you would see if it was work-based or day release. If it's work-based, you can apply any time of year as long as you've completed your GCSEs. So those are really flexible. So going back to this is the slide that we went through earlier on. So it's a similar model with regards to the courses. So some do have a lecturer and an assessor, some just have an assessor if it's work-based, and you will be required to do the skills portfolio, which you would develop each week. Okay, I've kind of raced through those slides. Do you have any specific questions at this point? And if you're watching the recording, please feel free to contact us via email or phone. I'm just going to grab the slide with our contact details on. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, here it is here. So we'd be more than happy to answer any inquiries. And like I said, if you contact an employer who says, actually, we would be interested, but we want to learn more about it, just refer them over to us. We'll give them a call and we'll explain all of the details. So we'd be more than happy to support with any questions or queries from yourself, from parents, from employers. Yeah, like I said, if you're looking to start your apprenticeship for September after your GCSEs, start looking to get this all kind of sorted from next spring. Especially if you want to do construction and trades, these are really popular courses. So in order to secure your place, I would say get your application as soon as possible. And then we can start processing that so that you definitely have your space for September. And we can make sure that we've got all the paperwork done with the employer. Again, make sure you create an account with the National Apprenticeship Service website. And you can start getting those email alerts through for any apprenticeship vacancies that might interest you. And once you've submitted your application forms on there, if it's one of our vacancies, that would come through to myself and we'd screen that and send it over to the employer. And then they would be in touch to invite you in for an interview. And then they'd let us know who's been successful, and then we would go ahead and do the kind of enrolment paperwork. But I hope that has been helpful. Yeah, I've really raced through those slides. I hope I've covered everything. Thanks very much for listening. I think I'll finish there.